Okay, our next topic will be on evaluating functions. Good morning, everyone. So let's have this evaluating functions. So how do we evaluate a function? So evaluating a function means replacing the variable in f of x. Take note of the word replacing the variable x in f of x, where x is in the domain. So merely we will do just a substitution and then compute. Examples. We need to evaluate the following functions. Number one, the following function, only one. So for number one, for a function f defined by this, evaluate the following. So number one, f at 0. So f at 0, wait, so f at 0, this will become, substitute, so 2 times 0 square minus 0 plus 1. Okay, just substitute, replace your x. So our x for number one is 0. So compute. 0 square is 0. 0 plus 1. 2 times 0 is 0. And copy. So this is 1. So meaning f of 0 is 1. Next, erase this. Next, f at negative 4. So substitute 2 times negative 4 square minus negative 4 plus 1. What is negative 4 square? Take note, negative is inside the parentheses. So negative 4 square is positive 16. No? Negative 4 square is equal to negative 4 times negative 4. So 16. But when you say negative 4 square, meaning only 4 has 2 copies. So negative 4 times 4, which is negative 16. So in this case, naka-parenthesis, so we will use this, the first one, 16. Next, we have minus minus, so this will become positive 4 or plus 4 plus 1. Okay, so this will become 32 plus 5 or 37. So f at negative 4 is equal to 37. Next, number 3. Number 3 is f at 3. So 2, substitute x as 3 plus minus x is 3 plus 1. 3 squared is 9, so 2 times 9 minus 3 plus 1. So this is 18 minus 3 plus 1. 18 minus 3 is 15 plus 1, 16. Okay, so let's go to our next example. Evaluation of functions. Number 2, given f of x equals x squared minus 2, evaluate the following. So unlike in our first example, we are given with only a specific number, but this time our x is in terms of another variable. Take note, f of x at negative 2a. We will do the same thing. Substitute. F of negative 2a is equal to negative 2a squared minus 2. So don't forget the parentheses, no? don't forget the parentheses in substituting your variable, especially if your domain is a negative number or a negative expression. So in this case, negative 2a squared, this will become positive 4a squared. I repeat, recall, negative 2 squared, negative 2 times negative 2, we have a. So negative, negative, positive. So we have 2 times 2, 4, a times a squared. So that's why we have 4a squared. Then minus 2. So this is our answer. Next, the second example, f at a plus 1 is equal to, so a plus 1, so use the parentheses, squared minus 2. So we have the square of a sum, so this is a squared plus 2a plus 1. Then copy minus 2. Now how did I get a squared plus 2a plus 1? You can use the square of a sum or the basic. So meaning 2 copies of a plus 1. Multiply a times a squared. A times 1, a. 1 times a, positive a. 1 times 1, 1. So that is why we have a squared plus 2a plus 1. No? So a times a times 1, 1 times a, 1 times 1. It looks like a FOIL method. It's a FOIL method, by the way. So going back to this example, we have a squared plus 2a minus 1. So our f at a plus 1 is equal to a squared plus 2a minus 1. Next example, f at 2a plus 3. So substitute 2a plus 3 squared minus 2. So 2a plus 3 times 2a plus 3, 4a squared plus 6a plus 6a plus 9. So we have 4a squared plus 12a plus 9. So we have 4a squared plus 12a. 12a plus 9. Then copy minus 2. So this is now 4a squared plus 12a plus 7. Okay, let's go to our final set of examples. Evaluate each function at x equals negative 1. So meaning, so in this case, we're given with 3 different functions with a specific element of the domain. So for number 1, f at negative 1 is negative, parenthesis, negative 1 square. So this will become negative. What is negative 1 square? 1. So negative 1. Okay, how about number 2? G of negative 1 is equal to the absolute value of negative 1 minus 2, parenthesis. So we can write this one. We can remove the parentheses. So negative 1 minus 2. What is negative 1 minus 2? Negative 3. And by the definition of the absolute value, it's just a distance from 0. So it is always positive. So your negative 3 will become positive 3 because there is no negative distance. Last, h at negative 1. So we have square root of 3 plus parenthesis negative 1 square. What is negative 1 square? Positive 1. 4. What is square root of 4? 2. So h at negative 1 is equal to 2. And prepare for your exercise in evaluating function. Thank you.